statement, and I give the floor to the representative of Greece.
Thank you, Madam President. I also thank Undersecretary General Mr. Lacroix for this briefing and important updates provided. Madam President, I join colleagues in sharing our grief and offering our condolences to the families of the victims of the tragic accident that took place in a high school in Bangui yesterday. We also extend our deepest condolences for the loss of a MINUSCA peacekeeper originating from the troop contributing countries of Zambia on the 20th of June. This is the third loss of a blue helmet falling in the line of duty this year due to malicious acts in the Central African Republic. The incident, which took place at the Northeast region, is indicative of lurking regional threats with the ability to undermine positive developments and fuel persistent security challenges within the country's borders. Valuing the safety and security of the UN personnel, we call for accountability of the perpetrators and emphasize that attacks against peacekeepers may constitute potential war crimes. Madam President, allow me to make the following 3 points. First, on the political stage, we follow closely the preparation undertaken in CAR for the prospective significant electoral calendar. Proper electoral registration, respect of civil and political rights, encouragement of an environment of safe and equal participation of political parties and individuals to the electoral processes is of utmost importance. This is an opportunity for the Central African Republic to build upon the gains achieved on the improvements of the security environment and turn them into a solid political foundation of electoral integration, democratic processing and institutional building, as well as the development of a free and independent press. An expanding political and civic space is the most trustworthy pathway towards a demonstrated commitment by all stakeholders for further implementation with political agreement for peace and reconciliation. Second, as already stated, we express concern over the significant ramification which ongoing regional conflicts, especially the crisis in Sudan, weighed on the country's security. Further enhancement of the border management policy by increasing efforts in combating illicit transit of armed groups, as well as securing safe and unhindered delivery of humanitarian assistance across CAR's provinces, must remain top priorities of the authorities, supported by MINUSCA. Third, as we mark this month the 10th anniversary of the establishment in Bangui of the Special Criminal Court, we commend the continuous contribution of this domestic hybrid tribunal to transitional justice and stability through addressing complex cases and holding perpetrators for serious violation of human rights and international humanitarian law accountable. At the same time, according to this year's Secretary General Annual Report on Children in Armed Conflict, we continue to observe serious violations against children, especially recruitment and use, with increasing instances of killing and maiming, sexual violence and abductions. We urge all parties to act to end and prevent these grave violations, also engaging with the United Nations. On a more general note, we take note of the persistence of conflict-related sexual violence across the country, with many incidents being documented by MINUSCA, especially against women and girls. Madam President, in closing, allow me to reconfirm Greece's steadfast support to the SRSG critical work and to all of MINUSCA's personnel. It is their multifaceted and courageous contribution on the ground, being conducted under complicated circumstances, that is transformed into meaningful support to the Central African Republic's national stabilization and peace-building efforts. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Greece for his statement, and I